Okay guys, so let's start off with some hamstring stretching then. So what we're going to do is start off in a nice seated position. Release the bony bits of your bottom out so you're nice and up on those sitting bones. You've almost got a feeling like you're slightly rocking forward to begin. You can bend one knee, drawing your foot in towards your thigh, and then pull the toes in towards your face. Make sure your chest is nice and square towards those legs. My floor is covered in fluff apparently, apologies. So engaging, breathing in, preparing. As we breathe out, lean the body forward, push your chest towards your foot. Let your arms relax down by your sides as you allow yourself to relax forward and over those legs. Remember, it doesn't matter how far you go, you're letting your arms and shoulders relax, you're just letting that body settle down towards the knee. Try closing your eyes, thinking about that feeling of stretch in the back of your thigh or maybe into your lower back. Now you're aiming to hold this for at least 30 seconds, no less, or it's not going to be as effective. And you want to make sure you've got that feeling of a slight bit of tension, so you're feeling that those muscles are being stretched and it's not just feeling really comfortable and really lovely. If it's just feeling really lovely, you're not really going to be stretching that muscle out. Okay, keep thinking about that toe being pulled towards the face and just allow yourself to let go and relax. We don't want a lot of tension in the arms and hands, which is why I'm letting them relax down towards the floor. But like I say, just holding that stretch. Once you've done 30 seconds, you can use the hands if you want to slowly bring yourselves back up. Okay, and I'm going to recommend doing that 3 to 4 times on each leg. Once you've done it on each leg, you can of course come to a little bit of double leg stretch. A little bit more tricky when you're stretching out both sides at the same time. So again, check you're in that good set position, both feet coming towards the face, lengthening the body and then breathing out to let yourselves mount forward. Just allow that head to soften, arms and shoulders relax, palms towards the ceiling if you can. And again, you're working toward that 30-second hold. If you need to lift up a little bit, that's fine. Remember, it doesn't matter how far down you go. Okay, just go to where you can, where you feel that little bit of tension and hold it. Okay, the more regularly you do your stretches, as you know, the easier it will get. Okay, so looking a little bit around the hips then, if we look into the inner thighs first, coming into your seated star position. So sorry, black trousers against a black sofa, not the most helpful. But you've got the soles of your feet together here, so your toes are touching. Knees are opened out towards the side, and you want to be again up and on those sitting bones. Now again, depending on your flexibility, you might have the bottom quite a way away from the feet, or you might be able to get the bottom a little bit closer. Do what feels best for you. You're then going to hold onto the feet, bring your elbows onto your thighs. Make sure that you're not pushing on the knee joint. Make sure you're on the fleshy part of that leg. A little bit of brace for the belly, and then as you push down into your thighs, let your body roll forward. So let the nose come towards the toes. Little bit of pressure there, remember, just as much as you feel that you can, and let yourself relax. Okay, again, depending on your flexibility, you might be able to come a little bit deeper. So if that's feeling cool, you can stay there. If you want a little bit more, elbows can come forward of the shins and let your body roll forward, letting your head come down towards the feet. You'll feel a little bit more intensity on those inner thighs. And again, it might feel good for you, it might not. If it doesn't feel good, just come up and back into the other option. Okay, we're then going to come into the outside of the hips, into your half lotus stretch. So this first foot bends, knee is bent here, foot is pulling up, so the toes point towards the knee. Same with this other foot, bring the toes towards the knee here. Now a couple of options. You can just have the foot slightly in front of you. You can bring the foot up and onto your calf muscle, trying to keep this knee relaxed. Or again, if you're a little bit more flexible, bring the foot up onto that thigh. Okay, if you're here, just make sure that you've not lifted this buttock or got this knee up towards your ear. If you're in this position, let the leg come across and down so you can soften that knee. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So you're in that nice position there. Again, you've got length in the spine, legs are nice and relaxed, and hopefully you're going to start to feel it around the side of your lifted leg. Okay, so this is my lifted leg, therefore this is the side that should be feeling a bit of stretch. You can hold it there. If you want a little bit more, you can let your fingertips come forward. You can land the hands and the elbows if it feels good. And if, of course, you want more, you can let the head and chest come down towards the floor. Okay, holding the stretches again for around 30 seconds, a little bit longer if you can, but try not to do any less if possible. And obviously, once you've done it on one side, release those legs out, bend the other leg in, flexing the foot, floor, calf or thigh, bottom nice and grounded, legs nice and relaxed, settle into your position and then step the fingers, hands, forearms, relax the head. Okay, so just do what feels good for you, but try a couple of those stretches if you want to. Remember, you don't have to, but just helps to stretch around hip flexors, hamstrings, and other areas of your hips. Enjoy.